the movie does involve Beatles songs.
You know, when we heard, iTunes came to us actually and wanted us to cover 6 Beatles songs, kind of make an EP. We thought it was really an amazing honor to be asked to do that. But we're very nervous about doing it because we don't want to screw it up. You know, Beatles are just legendary, and so we did our best to do it justice and give it like our own twist without kind of taking it too far. But the one thing that nobody can refute is that we are passing the Beatles along to a whole other generation of people. I mean, I tweeted out what's your favorite Beatles song, and got thousands of responses of kids who had no idea who the Beatles were. So I think this movie is a really cool platform to now pass on the Beatles to another generation.
Okay, so in the movie, we sing about 4 Beatles songs, and that whole process of going in and actually recording and replicating a Beatles song was pretty surreal to all of us. I mean, it's A, an honor, and B, it's terrifying because, you know, these guys were such icons in this world, and their music still resonates, I mean, everywhere. In everybody. I mean, my parents are Latin and know the Beatles and know every single song, and you know, for us to have the opportunity to go in and you know, make a cut of a Beatles song, you can't really put words to that. I mean, not many people get to do that and then have it out and put it in a movie. So yeah, I mean, I feel so honored. Yet I'm gonna tell you, I was terrified in the studio because I wanted to make sure that every line I sang was perfect and gave each song justice. So
I remember when I told my parents about it for the first time, when we had just gotten, it wasn't even confirmed, we had just gotten like a word that maybe it was happening. I told my parents about it and they were really excited. Of course I was excited too, but for them it was like, oh my god, like he gets to do stuff that we used to listen to when we were younger. And, I'm honored that they even asked, and Apple asked our record label if we wanted to do it, and it's kind of an honor.
Yeah.
So it didn't really hit me until we were in the studio recording them, and I was like, oh my god, I'm singing Beatles songs right now. And it's not like karaoke, it's like they're going to release this, people are going to listen to it and stuff, and hopefully it inspires kids to go get the original Beatles stuff,
right?
Which would be the overall goal. It's just trippy. It's really, really weird. There's a lot of things that happen that I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this is going on right now. But that was definitely one of them.
You listen to the Beatles, and it's honestly, they paved the way for music. But if you really listen and pick apart the songs, like, they did some really crazy stuff and some really cutting edge stuff. You know, their work is timeless. So to be able to sing and play along with that is a dream come true. You know, in the movie, out of the Beatles songs we're doing, I think Hard Day's Night is my favorite. And, you know, Revolution is also in the movie, and it's a great song. So those two are really good.
Yeah, you know, I love the song Eleanor Rigby. We didn't get to do it. I was a little upset about that, but that definitely is probably my all-time favorite Beatles song.
My favorite Beatles song is Here Comes the Sun. I mean, there's a whole bunch of... I love all Beatles songs. There's definitely some weird stuff in the later years, but Here Comes the Sun is definitely, like, my favorite.
Yeah, I do. It's one it's a little more obscure, but Honey Pie. I think it's like Sweet Honey Pie.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Honey Pie, you're making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'd say in terms of, I think Lennon is my favorite. You know, just looking at the talent, looking at what he did, looking at how he grew into an individual artist beyond that. So, on a personal level, yeah. Dude, they're all great, though, but I'd say probably Lennon.
I think the Beatle most likely is... I think that the Beatle most like me is probably Ringo, because he was the crazy one. And he's always just kind of smiling, and, you know, he'll play the drums and just be like... So, yeah, that's probably most like me.
Cool.
I've ever seen John.
John.
Yeah.
I
mean, I would, if that's what I would say. I would actually be curious to see what other people would think.
Right.
But I'd say John.